We have a big Xbox update to go over. Some more games are going to be announced soon for Xbox, that the games that they are working on. There are Gamescom as well, and there's going to be a massive game there that people have been waiting a long time to play. Sony is suing Tencent over Horizon. So we will take a look at all of this. Before we do, if you do enjoy daily gaming news and content, make sure to hit the subscribe, share the video, like it. All of that stuff helps get the channel out there. But for now, let's get into it. So Xbox has their July update that has now dropped, and it continues to push forward that link between PC, console, and just being able to pick up and play the Xbox ecosystem on virtually any device. The ROG Xbox Ally that does come out this year will be a big step forward into pushing the Xbox operating system into different places and having their own custom OS on handhelds, which will hopefully really improve the experience of PC handheld gaming, because using native Windows just isn't a phenomenal experience. But we have the Xbox update for July, and here it is. Let's take a look at everything that is due. There's actually some nice stuff here that is coming into the Xbox update for July, stuff that just pushes forward being able to access your games. So first of all, stream your own games is now on PC. That was previously just on the Xbox consoles, where you could stream them. If you're a part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, if you were subscribed to that, you could stream your own games. This is now coming over to the PC app. So if you own console games on your Xbox console, you can actually now play them technically on your PC via streaming those games. And I feel like this is going to be one of those ways that they close the gap between the games that you own on your console that aren't playable currently on your PC. If they can't get them natively available on PC, this will be a way that they do close that gap. So technically you still have access to all of your games. You're just going to need a good internet connection here to be able to get the best experience with streaming your own games. They do say this starting with today with Game Pass Ultimate members will be able to stream over 250 select games they own beyond the Game Pass catalog with the Xbox PC app in 28 countries. And with this feature, players can save time, conserve hard drive space, and have greater flexibility. And even better, this update includes console-only games. That is the key. That is the big thing with this update, is that it does include those console-only games. We'll see if this is something they will expand it out in terms of adding games to there, but if this is something they're really going to use to push forward that cross-catalog availability between PC and your Xbox console. I'm sure it will, but I do hope they continue to try to bring other games that you own on your console natively or through emulation of some sort on Xbox PC through the Xbox PC app. There's another update here, cross-device play history, that gives you easier access to your cloud playable console games on PC. So they say here that in addition to being able to stream your games you own on the Xbox PC app, we want to make playing Xbox games easier than ever across the Xbox platform. And Xbox insiders that are Game Pass Ultimate members have access to all cloud playable games in their Xbox PC library, including console games from the original Xbox through to the Series X and S. And games that are either owned or available through Game Pass will be in one place, so players can choose what and how they play. Also, insiders can now preview their play history across devices, including on console and the Xbox PC app, displaying recently played games so players can pick up where they left off. So basically, it's just going to give you faster access to the games that you're playing and sort them better. It's a nice feature to add in there into the app, because the app can kind of be disorganized, still definitely needs improvements, and we're seeing them make smaller improvements every single month, but this here just gives you quick access. So when you're jumping from device to device, which that will be something that going forward more people will be doing, you could jump right back into the game that you were playing. Rewards with Xbox, they say get rewarded for playing games on the Xbox PC app. This was something else that they did add in there. So that is pretty much the update. There really isn't that much other stuff that they did add in July. If you do remember, they did launch the MetaQuest 3S, the Xbox edition, that were very limited as well. But that is the update here for July. It is a step forward, I think, in that full console PC integration that is the future of Xbox, where whatever games you want on console, you're going to get them on PC. Whatever games you want on PC, you're going to get them on console, especially going into the next generation, where I think there will probably just be one version of the game that just gives you all the entitlements within the Xbox ecosystem. You buy it once, you play it on everything. And that is a very exciting future, in my opinion, for getting your handhelds, PCs, console all together. All your libraries transfer to each device is something that I'm very much looking forward to. And it's going to start here with these updates that are coming out, and then with the ROG Xbox Ally that is going to be shown off very soon, released this year. And we're actually going to see more about this at Gamescom, as Xbox has put out an article talking about everything that's going to be at Gamescom for Xbox, games you're going to be able to play. And one of those big games is a game that people have been waiting for a long time, wondering every single event whether it was going to show up or not. And that is Hollow Knight Silksong. Xbox put out a Newswire article here going over everything you can expect from Xbox when it comes to Gamescom 2025. They are coming to Gamescom with over 20 titles to play. So people who are there actually get a bunch of hands-on opportunities, and I'm sure we'll see lots of gameplay and reviews or just thoughts on these games from what they actually get their hands on with, which is going to be pretty cool. You're going to be able to play Hollow Knight Silksong with a new demo on PC or the ROG Xbox Ally X. If you do remember during the Xbox showcase when they showed off the ROG Xbox Ally, they highlighted Silksong, which got people excited because it was kind of the first time we've seen that game in a very long time. But now there's going to be a brand new demo, so I think this game is going to be releasing relatively soon. I think this one is finally ready to come out. There's going to be an Xbox booth with a theater experience for The Outer Worlds 2, and there will be an Xbox at Gamescom broadcast if you can't get to the show on August 20th and August 21st. So lots to look forward to. And other things that will be there: Ninja Gaiden 4, Grounded 2. So they'll be actually hands-on with Ninja Gaiden 4 game that is very highly anticipated for me. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, they're going to be showing us the DLC that is going to be coming out, The Order of the Giant. So if you're a fan of that game, we'll get more information on that. World's Edge will be there with Age of Empires and Age of Mythology Retold, with more information in game on that. Flight Simulator 2024, introducing city updates and stuff like that. So, but here's a list of games that are going to be at this show. Some cool ones here, like Onimusha: The Way of the Sword. I can't wait to see more and play that one, as I am somebody who did play the originals. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which is coming out in a month. I can't believe this game is already here. This is going to be a big release for that one for all the Metal Gear fans out there. Some other cool ones here. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be there. I guess they're going to be showing it off now that it is on Xbox, as well as Final Fantasy 7. Chronos: The New Dawn, which looks really, really cool, plus other games. So lots to look forward to. Even World of Warcraft is going to be there, and Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Xbox Play Anywhere at Gamescom is going to be there. So lots to look forward to here at the Gamescom showcase, August 20, 21st. I believe Gamescom in total goes from August 20 to 24th, is what they say here in Cologne, Germany. It's going to be a good show. Gamescom is always very, very good. There's lots of stuff to play, lots of stuff to look at that's been announced. You get deeper dives into games that you are interested in. I'm excited to see more reactions of the Xbox ROG Ally X, because that's going to be there, and there's going to be a lot more people being able to play it and try it out. Just get more feedback on how does that operating system work? Is it seamless? Does it work well? Can you jump between games nicely? So that will be interesting to check out, but I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on everything Gamescom, and especially the Xbox booths that they have here with the shows that they're going to be having 20th and the 21st. Now, I know there's lots of games coming out for Xbox, and 2026 is going to be a massive year, especially for the way that they ended the 2025 showcase, saying that there's 3 big games that are all legendary in Xbox since the beginning. You have Fable, you're going to have new Gears, and then you're going to have a new Halo, all releasing in 2026. But apparently there's more games that we don't know about, as there are 2 unannounced games that kind of have been spotted here via LinkedIn. And they mentioned 2 games that are unannounced that are coming in 2026. So on top of everything that's already there could be some other titles here. We did talk about yesterday that maybe Gears and State of Decay 3 could be releasing cross-platform day one when they do launch. So it makes you think potentially this LinkedIn profile just still has unannounced in their profile, and maybe it was an update or something. That's what they're referring to. But this is spotted on LinkedIn and spotted by The Gamer, saying here that they found a profile of senior game producer at Xbox Game Studios, Aisha Brown. In the experience section, Brown stated that one of their key contributions, including leading development pipelines for 2 unannounced cross-platform titles set for release in 2026. So it could be State of Decay 3 and Gears of War E-Day, because that could have been put in there before those games were announced. Or there could be 2 games that are coming in 2026 that are unannounced, meaning that they're going to announce them and they're going to be released right away within the year. So interesting stuff there, but there's just so many big games that are still dropping all the time in the future. Now Game Pass has just been phenomenal, and it's going to be getting better. If we could base off of this year, like, I don't think Gears and Halo and Fable and potentially new Forza are going to be the only ones released. I mean, that would be a massive year on its own. But there's going to be more stuff, whether there's smaller games or not. There's going to be more stuff, especially dropping day one in Game Pass, third-party titles, some publishing deals, and then maybe some more first-party games as well. People were potentially expecting a game like Perfect Dark before that did get canceled to be releasing next year, but everything we heard about that game, that was way, probably longer before that one did come out. But next year is going to be massive. This year has been phenomenal. So it looks like they're preparing to top how good of a year 2025 has been. Another game that is looking to launch here on September 29th. This is in the Xbox app. So there's no official date here that they've given for this one, but it is in the Xbox app. It has been caught here. It probably leaked accidentally, but Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is to launch September 29th via the Xbox app. And they say not official, but the date has now been removed. They showed off this Legacy Collection during the Summer Games Fest and stuff, and looks pretty cool. I think this one will be, I like these collections. I like the Capcom collections. I like Mortal Kombat. I'll like the Legacy Collection as well. So in the Xbox app, September 29th looks like when this one is coming out. I wonder if there is a deal here, maybe a Game Pass deal potentially for this one, for it to show up here in the Xbox app with the date reveal. Maybe not, but you never know. You can hope, because this would be perfect to drop into Game Pass. I think a lot of people would check this one out and just get that collection of the Mortal Kombat games. So I'll be picking it up at some point either way, but cool stuff there with Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection and just what they're providing with the whole thing in there. You get all the games from the Mortal Kombat early years. And finally, Sony is suing Tencent. We talked about this story a while ago, not the actual lawsuit, but that there could potentially be a lawsuit, and I wouldn't have been shocked if there was, and now there is one, and I'm still not shocked. But they're suing Tencent for their game that is basically ripping off Horizon. And this is an interesting one, because it sounds like Tencent went to Sony, tried to license the Horizon IP. Sony said no, and then they went off and made their game, which looks very much like Horizon. And now they're getting sued for all of this. This comes via Reuters, saying Sony sues Tencent for allegedly ripping off Horizon video games. And it is the copyright and trademark infringement in California federal court accusing the Chinese tech conglomerate of ripping off its popular Horizon series of adventure video games. Another thing that is revealed in these cases, it looks like Horizon as an IP has sold 38 million copies, which is pretty big. This is a very, very popular IP. They say here in its complaint that it declined an offer from Tencent to collaborate on a new Horizon game last year. And then Tencent later announced Light of Motoram, and Sony said features identical gameplay, story themes, and artistic elements to Horizon, as well as many other similarities. And I agree with them. Like, they look very similar. You even just take a look at like the key art for it. It is identical. If you looked at them just passingly, you would potentially think this is just Horizon. They say Sony said that video game journalists have characterized Light of Motoram as a knockoff of Horizon, including one who called the game Horizon Zero Originality. And they say that they asked the court for an unspecified amount of monetary damages and an order blocking Tencent from violating its intellectual property rights. I think Sony has a pretty good case here, just based on everything I've seen. And Tencent just obviously went to Sony, didn't get the answer they wanted. They don't care. And they went out and made this clone game of Horizon. So not shocking that they are being sued now. But I'll end the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you are new here, hit that subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.